Get ready for the action because Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs are set to headline Europe next season. We are diving deep into the details of this massive international push. Find out exactly what matchups are lined up for San Antonio, including their planned games in Paris and Manchester, and how this trip fits into the bigger picture of the league's global expansion. This is huge for the Spurs, and you won't want to miss this breakdown. Both teams' aspirations in this high-stakes series. This is playoff intensity you can't miss. And finally, we get the details on how to watch the San Antonio Spurs versus the Oklahoma City Thunder Game 1 tonight. Find out exactly where to stream this massive Western Conference Finals showdown on NBC and Peacock. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so you never miss a moment of the action. Stay with us for more breaking news. The San Antonio Spurs and Victor Wembanyama are rumored to headline an NBA return to Europe during the 2026-27 regular season. According to Mark Stein of the Stein Line, San Antonio is scheduled to play the New Orleans Pelicans in 2 overseas games next January, with matchups slated for Paris, France, and Manchester, England. The Paris game presents a significant homecoming opportunity for Wembanyama in his native country, as the Spurs previously played in Paris during the 2024-25 season. This international push follows earlier European appearances by the Orlando Magic and Memphis Grizzlies in Berlin and London during the 2025-26 campaign. Berlin and Paris are reportedly being considered as potential host cities again for the 2027-28 season, following previous successful European series. Last season's European schedule saw the Orlando Magic secure a 118-11 victory in Berlin, while the Memphis Grizzlies won their London matchup with a score of 126-9. San Antonio enters the international spotlight following a strong 2025-26 season. The Spurs concluded the regular season with a 62-20 record, advancing to the playoffs by eliminating the Portland and Minnesota Timberwolves in the first 2 rounds. They are now focused on preparing for Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals against the Oklahoma City Thunder at the Paycom Center. Meanwhile, the New Orleans Pelicans experienced a challenging year, finishing with a 26-56 record, tying them for the 7th worst standing in the NBA. A long-standing, intense rivalry between the San Antonio Spurs and the Oklahoma City Thunder is set to intensify as the Western Conference Finals approach, sparking heated debate among fans and analysts. The dynamic has been reignited by a special series featuring contributors from both franchises, marking a poignant moment for the publication's editorial team. The series serves as a tribute to J.A. Sherman, a former colleague and close friend of the editor-in-chief, who recently passed away at the age of 49. The series, which the editor nearly shelved, has been revived in his memory, featuring Cray Allred, a current contributor for the Daily Thunder, to battle the Spurs. In a conversation about the matchup, Allred reflected on the historical tension between the two teams, recalling the grueling Spurs battles that were particularly difficult for Thunder fans, referencing specific moments from the 2014 Western Conference Finals. He acknowledged the bittersweet nature of sports fandom, noting that every championship victory leaves behind bitter opposition, a sentiment he linked to the enduring grief over Sherman's loss. Allred offered insights into the current landscape, predicting that the Thunder possess a historic tier of excellence, particularly in defense and leading scoring. However, he voiced a key concern regarding the conference finals: the sustainability of Jalen Williams' fourth return from injury and his impact on the team's ability to withstand the presence of Victor Wembanyama. Analyzing matchup dynamics, Allred suggested that key game-by-game shifts would hinge on corner shooting volume, a strength of the Spurs, and mid-range proficiency, a hallmark of Oklahoma City's offense. He questioned whether the Spurs represent an existential threat based on current metrics. The discussion also touched upon internal rivalries within the Thunder, specifically the brewing animosity between Wembanyama and Chet Holmgren, and the cautious approach of star player Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in navigating the series. Furthermore, the conversation pivoted to fan perspectives, including concerns over players like Lou Dort, whose reputation as a physical player has drawn scrutiny, balancing physical prowess against the need for sportsmanship. The overarching theme of the exchange was the complex interplay between nostalgia, current team performance, and the enduring emotional impact of sports rivalries, all framed by the personal loss of a beloved figure in sports media. The Western Conference Finals of the NBA pits the San Antonio Spurs against the Oklahoma City Thunder, commencing Monday night with a series exclusively broadcast on NBC and Peacock. The second-seeded Spurs, powered by 2026 NBA Defensive Player of the Year Victor Wembanyama, are making their first Western Conference Finals appearance since 2017. They enter the series with an 8-3 record, showcasing historic dominance, highlighted by a recent series victory over Minnesota, where they secured 3 wins by 29 or 30 points. Key contributors for San Antonio include De'Aaron Fox, rookie Stephon Castle, and Dylan Harper, who has significantly increased his scoring output. Wembanyama continues his pursuit of an elite career, aiming to join a select group of players to reach the NBA Finals and an all-star team before age 23. Conversely, the top-seeded Oklahoma City Thunder, led by 2-time reigning NBA MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, enters the contest undefeated in the first 2 rounds with an 8-0 record. Oklahoma City is aggressively seeking to establish a run of consecutive NBA Finals appearances, mirroring the feat of the Golden State Warriors in 2018-2019. Gilgeous-Alexander is supported by Chet Holmgren, who ranks 3rd in blocks this postseason, and Ajay Mitchell, who has provided crucial scoring support since an injury to Jalen Williams. The matchup itself represents a significant moment in NBA history, marking the 7th series in NBA history and the 3rd preceding the NBA Finals between teams with at least 62 regular season wins. Oklahoma City boasts an impressive undefeated run in the initial rounds, while the Spurs have demonstrated an ability to close out series decisively. The broadcast for this high-stakes playoff action will be available on NBC and Peacock, with further details on the series schedule provided by Channel YouTube. The National Basketball Association saw a highly anticipated matchup between the San Antonio Spurs and the Memphis Grizzlies on January 6, 2026. This game was a significant event for both franchises, drawing considerable attention from basketball fans across the league. The contest offered a chance to witness the dynamic interplay between the Spurs' offense and the Grizzlies' defense as they battled for supremacy on the court. Detailed play-by-play coverage of the game is available, offering an in-depth look at the action, key moments, and the unfolding narrative of the contest. Fans eager to review the specifics of the game, from crucial possessions to pivotal plays, can access the full play-by-play analysis detailing every sequence of the action that took place during this January 6, 2026, encounter.